What's up, guys? Jay Daniel here. Hope everybody's doing good. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to actually make and use affirmations. You don't want to just be random. You don't want to just say random shit. I am a spiral, I am a spiral kiting flying monkey head. No, you want to say, like, you want to be very intentional with your affirmations. And this is a way that I've found to come up with them that's really effective. So, sometimes you'll have little voices in the back of your head. For example, I literally just had a voice in the back of my head I have notes that I write down every day, for months on end. Every single day I'll go on Evernote, I'll pull it up and I'll write out, like, I'll basically brain dump and I'll write my goals and stuff. And as I looked at it, like, objectively, I had this thought come into my head. And the thought was like, you're not going to be consistent with this. Why bother? Hell, why don't you just not do it? Like literally just in the back of my head, right? And I'm realizing, like, and it's funny because that belief isn't me. Like, sometimes you have these thoughts in your head, like, I'm not worthy, this and that. Like, it's not you. It's not actually you, right? Our brain is like a machine, right? It's just like it's a piece of data in your CPU, but it's not you, right? It's information. And basically, like, the process to make, I'm going to show you how this all ties in. Like, the process to make your affirmations is it's based on the process of reprogramming your beliefs that go on in the back of your head, because you want those beliefs to work with you as much as possible, because that's how you build consistency. That's how you hit your goals, right? And that's why your environment comes in, because your environment strengthens beliefs. And another way to strengthen a belief is actually just to change your self-talk and your associations to a belief. So how do you do this? For me, right, you're not going to be consistent. Why bother? Why don't you just stop? Okay, so step one, be aware of the belief and be aware that it's, and then step one is just to be aware of it, right? Step two is to disassociate from the belief. Like, yo, like okay, this belief, like, it's no longer relevant. It doesn't serve me. It's not something that's like this belief just isn't serving me anymore, right? And then, like, step three is kind of similar to step two, but you just release it. Like, yo, like, this isn't serving me anymore, and I know that this isn't gonna get me to where I'm grateful for this belief because it got me to where I am. Now I'm gonna let go of it because I know where I'm gonna get to. And you don't have to, like, go through all these words. You can just kind of think, like, okay, I don't need this anymore. I understand why it's there and I'm happy for it, but now I want to get here. This shit's holding me back. I gotta cut it loose. And from there, and this is where most people mess up. Most people go through this process with, let's say, cigarettes, right? An addiction. Because that's what beliefs are. You're basically addicted to the belief. It's the same neurological pattern in your brain. When you have this belief, right, you don't want to just cut it loose and not do anything. Because then guess what? Now there's a void. Now you have a need, and your brain's going to go to what's most familiar, which is the thing you were addicted to. This happens with relationships. This happens with drugs. This happens with just general addictions, right? And it even happens with positive things. It's very hard to break a dependency, right? A chemical dependency in your brain. So what you want to do is you want to actually replace it with something that will get you to where you want to go, right? So if you know where you want to go, the reason you're changing your beliefs is because your beliefs got you to where you are, right? Good or positive, good or bad. And now you're here and you want to get here. So the way you think needs to change. So, just starting from the top, right? Okay, I'm aware of this belief. This belief no longer serves me. It served me in the past. I'm grateful for it. I'm happy for this belief because it got me to where I am, and I'm very grateful to be where I am and you know, not be in worst case scenario. Now, I choose to believe that I am somebody who's consistent. I am somebody who shows up, right? Who commits and follows through with the word that he put out there, and which is ultimately what's going to allow me to step into my goal of making $20,000 a month, of being an influencer, right? And this is just an example of me kind of going through, like, the same exercise. Like, that's how you define your affirmations. And if you can actually go through that whole sequence, like, in the morning before you start your day, it'll really set the tone, and it'll put you in a prime state, and you're going to be able to show up in that way. The thing is, you got to do it over and over again until that actually becomes who you are. You don't have to program it in. and it becomes kind of a habit. That's how like successful people reprogram their minds. There's John Assaraf, amazing dude. He has hundreds of neuroscientists who work with him. He's got some courses for thousands of dollars, right? Like, this is free. Take the stuff that I'm teaching you, that I've gone through, and implement it to really set your affirmations up, which are going to allow you to change your beliefs that have been holding you back and get to where you want to get to. So thanks for jumping on. Hope this was helpful. Don't forget to drop any comments in the comment section with just feedback or things you feel that could have been improved on or things that you liked. And, share with your friends if you know somebody in your life that could benefit from changing their beliefs, somebody who wants to get to some place where they feel like they haven't been able to get to for a while. Check this out. Hope it helps. Have a good day.